Let's wait for others to join.
Hey, Plan A, how's it going?
Not bad at all. And you?
Not
How's
too,
everything?
not too bad, not too bad. All is well. A bit of migraine today, but still excited being here today.
Oh, great. Uh, really glad to hear that. And yes, we received the great news. Um, looking forward to your update. As actually as mentioned previously, it will be. I think it'll be an exciting spaces today because there is quite a bit to cover. And actually, it's almost end of month. Who would have believed that a couple of months ago, at the beginning of August, that we would have, you know, would have been able to handle these two inflationary months or hyperinflationary months the way that we've managed. I think, looking back, so far so good. And I think looking forward, I think I'm looking forward to October. Typically, September's is normally, a low period for crypto. It's historically has been the case. Things pick up in October and leading into November. The U.S. Thanksgiving. From there, I think things tend to take off a bit. So I think the weeks that we have ahead of us, really, are weeks I'm looking forward to. Of course, when you add to that we're looking forward to our day 369 payout, we're looking forward to the hyperdeflationary period to kick in properly, fourth quarter of the year or middle of fourth quarter. Yeah, I think everything is shaping up nicely. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining. I think we'll just give it a couple of minutes before we kick off. Great. Mike, I don't know, are we set up on the YouTube front?
Yes, I have set up on YouTube front. There is, I think last week there was a bit of an issue with the sound. So I think in
Yes,
the
I saw
beginning it
that.
was working, but towards the end there was a bit of like crackling sound. Hopefully that won't happen today. So looking forward, but it seems people on YouTube are saying the sound is good today. So fingers crossed it stays that way.
Great. Great. Oh, before we start, we've got another minute to go. I see the Mo, Ahmet. I see you. TitanX, Titanium. Definitely see you. Sharon Rose, Jason, Supreme. Yeah, I see you all. Desk, Felix, LB. Well, thank you all for joining. I think now it's just gone 5 minutes past the hour. I think we can now kick off. Again, let me just say, I think it's worth repeating several times. But I'd like to welcome you all, and we'll be kicking off the same way we normally do, and that is going through the TitanX stats. We'll be focusing really only on the TitanX stats. And for that, I will be referencing the stats on the TitanX website and TitanX Hub. Before we do that, let me just mention that everything that is discussed here today should be treated as purely for educational purposes. It is, nothing here that transpires here today should be regarded as financial advice. It should go without saying, but yeah, it's worth mentioning that as well. Okay, so let me kick off. So after the stats, by the way, let me mention this. Then, of course, Mike will take us through the TitanX Hub updates more generally. Then we will have our build on TitanX protocols updates. Then we will have an open floor, and that would lead us, of course, into the second hour, and we can then wrap up once we're done. Okay. Okay, so I'm actually on the TitanX website, the stats page, looking at the liquid slice of the pie. It reads 32.63% of TitanX that's been mined and claimed is liquid. Numbers, in terms of numbers, it's 64.7 trillion, and I'm sort of rounding it down, but it's 64.7 trillion TitanX in circulation. And let's look at the buy and burn piece of the pie. That's 33.72%. In terms of numbers, let's look at it. It's 66. Well, I'll round it up to 67 trillion of TitanX has been bought and burned. And I think if you add the hyper buy and burn piece of the pie, I think you could, that it's a total of 72, just a bit over 72 trillion TitanX has been bought and burned. Now, this is impressive. And, you know, there is more to come. You look at the buy and burn pools, very healthy. You look at the build on TitanX protocols, very healthy as well. So I think we, in my view, not financial advice, I think they're exciting, really exciting times ahead. Remember that ETH hasn't even started its run yet. And so what we've had over the last couple of months has really been entirely on the strength of the TitanX ecosystem. Okay, so let me quickly move on to the TitanX Hub. And I'm referring to the TitanX Premium. So bear with me. Let me just quickly scroll up. So today is day 338. I think what this tells us is that we're fast approaching day 369, which is a major milestone for us as an ecosystem. And if you were here earlier, I think we talked a little bit about you know, the months ahead and what we're expecting. Our unique users remains roughly the same as we mentioned last week. So it's 13.7 thousand for new joiners or those who are passing through and want to have a feel of what the TitanX ecosystem looks like. Well, I think this probably will be news to you, but I think for those of us who've been here regularly, yeah, this is pretty much where we are and where we, you know, well, it's not news. Okay, just moving on. ETH used start miners so far 49.7 thousand ETH at today's prices of ETH. That would be over well, approximately 150 million USD worth of ETH has passed through TitanX protocol itself. Miners started 265,000 miners. I think the good thing about this is that I think these numbers will as they go up, and we do expect them to go up in the future as we continue to grow. Uh, that growth will be reflected here. And this is the base protocol again. For those who are new, there's quite a bit of activity going on. When you look at the secondary layer that to build on TitanX protocol. But anyway, let me just wrap up here by saying we have, for the month of September, we have 638 billion worth of TitanX left to be claimed, and of course that's just a day. By tomorrow that will be gone. Tomorrow, next month, October, we will have 13 trillion TitanX that will be due for claiming. And when you look at November, it's 4.14 trillion. That's really nothing when you look at where we're coming from. And December, it's 159 billion. Point being, the hyperdeflationary phase is fast approaching. I think we'll all recall, I think it's a good time to say this, and at this point, when I finish, I'll hand over to Mike. The TitanX protocol was launched on the 28th of October, 2023. We're fast approaching our first year anniversary. When we launched, it was quite clear that we'd have three phases. One is a hyperinflationary phase that would see the TitanX protocol in as many hands as possible. That phase was going to overlap with a second phase, which it did. And the second phase is your build on TitanX phase, which we have had pretty much for most of the year. And as we're approaching the end of the first phase, overlapping, of course, with the second phase, we will then move into the third phase proper, which is your hyperdeflationary phase. And so when we look back, we could say, we've observed how the protocol has grown, and I think your guess is as good as mine as to what to expect during the hyperdeflationary phase, when we are, of course, ramping up activity on the secondary layer that to build on TitanX protocols and growing the network effect of the entire ecosystem. Anyway, I think on that note, I'd like to hand over to Mike. And after Mike, of course, we would like to hear from our build on TitanX protocol founders. Great. Mike, over to you.
All right, absolutely. Yeah, thank you very much, Plan A. I'm very excited being here today. I think it's a very special day. Although I've been plagued by migraine the whole day, therefore I'll try to keep it brief today. Excited, but with the migraine. All right, guys. Let me just double check. I'm also on YouTube. Yes, I'm unmuted as well on YouTube, so that's important. Probably you guys have heard the news that I am building. Probably better to say I have been building. So this is pretty much it. And the one thing I probably like to say was that I was actually waiting for the 28th midnight UTC time to just launch the Telegram group, right? So it was pretty late where I am currently, and I had to wait and wait and wait. So I was very, very tired when that midnight UTC came to post the link. But I posted it, and then I saw people were joining in, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to go to sleep until I reach 100 people. And so I waited, and I reached 100 people, and then I was like, oh shit, what is some people gonna create some havoc in this group, and there's no admin, or there's like, I'll be sleeping. So I was like, oh god. Text Plan A, but he wasn't there too. I think he was sleeping at the time. So but cryptographics stepped in, so I was happy by that. But nevertheless, I think nobody created any havoc in the group while I was asleep. So the 100 members got in, and then I waited. No, sorry. I went to sleep. I woke up. It was 300. I was like, damn, this is crazy. I mean, I was just like, wow, crazy. Like I didn't know what to say, and I probably don't even want to think too much about it as well. I'm like, okay, let me just continue to do, yeah, like to just keep on doing, just march on and keep on working on this. So that was that. So probably one thing I would like to say is that I'm going to be rolling out more and more information out, but I think I've also pinned the message, and that is the thing which I'm willing to share right now is that it's going to be on Hyper. I think that's something you guys probably who have joined in already read the pinned message. So if you haven't joined in, I mean, either you can visit TitanX.com, scroll down to the upcoming projects. I'm going to be the last in line because I was the last one to update that I'm actually, it's an upcoming project. And you can click there to Telegram. Or the other way, you can just visit matrix.win. I have a button there to join the Telegram button as well. So that's something. I mean, the name is Matrix, so that you guys just know. So I think that's definitely one of the things I would like to say. And then the second thing is Steve DeFi is in the house. Congratulations, sir. Vault has launched, and it's pretty amazing. And I think he's definitely going to have a bit more to say than myself here. But one thing I would like to mention is that I have created maybe some of you guys have seen, which are in the Vault chat. I've created the TitanX Hub stats bots. It's now sending in some stats in the Vault Telegram. As Steve DeFi mentioned, he wanted it to be every 4 hours, the interval, and that is currently set up. There is some few modification which I'm going to be make, especially because the buy and burn figures actually have just been activated, so they are showing. The formatting is a little bit off, and some few things here and there, like for formatting. But I'm definitely going to do that as well. And for the people in the vault, I think that's very helpful. And yeah, very happy to also doing that. Also, like some few things. Yeah, I mean, Vault. I think Vault is pretty good, but Steve DeFi has probably more information today, and I'll let him speak about that. I'm still working on the Dune Dashboard for Vault. It's a bit of a slow progress today due to some few numbers which don't make sense to me right now. Either, like, I mean, I'm working on it, and unfortunately, the migraine today is doesn't help for progress. I'll tell you that. So that's that's the thing regarding Vault. And lastly, probably what I want to say is regarding the tweet from Jake, and that is the build on TitanX rule of 100. And I think this is a good initiative, and it's regarding. It's essentially saying like, hey, 100 interaction per day, comments, retweets, quote tweets, 100 per day, no excuses. Scale require work. If you can do 100, if you can't do 100 due to time constraints, rule of 28 also works. Same, but 28 instead of 100. Likes also count. So I think this is, I think it's a very good initiative, and we should definitely keep in mind about this initiative so that we can grow the community. Yeah. So that's it for me for today. I'll try. Hopefully, it wasn't too long. And yeah, let me scale back and yeah, my migraine is killing me, man. Anyway, thank you very much, and I'll be listening in.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks a lot for the hope you feel better. You know, and the migraine goes away before the end of this, you know, spaces. Helios, great to see you. Can you go first?
Sure. Yeah.
Yes,
I was on. Sorry. I was going to say I was on the Element 280 account, and for some reason it was not visible in here. So I just recently got the blue check mark, like yesterday. I don't know what the deal is with that, so I'll look into it. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, loud and clear.
Awesome. Yeah, I just got off the stream with Crypto Awesome, and I think it was a great stream discussing Element 280. We released the launch date on his stream. If you didn't catch it, I would recommend going back and watching the replay. But yeah, we're launching October 12th. That's basically 2 weeks from now, and I couldn't be more excited. It looks like we're gonna have approximately 14 projects that E280 is built on top of. You know, I like to call it the TitanX easy button. By participating in this project, it's essentially the same thing as participating in every project across the ecosystem. So I'm getting questions about the actual UTC time. We actually have not decided that yet. I'll get that out in the next day or two. We'll make some kind of decision on what the best time is for everybody across the ecosystem. Probably we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I couldn't be more excited about this. It's, you know, if you're not aware, it's got a 90% buy and burn. It's a deflationary token built on top of, there's going to be an LP pair on top of 14 other tokens in the ecosystem, creating deep liquidity webs across all of the, it's like bonded liquidity squared, you know, is one way to look at it. I think there's going to be lots of volume on these trading pairs, which is very beneficial to the NFT holders because they're going to be earning these deflationary E280 tokens just for holding the NFT. So this is going to be, in my opinion, just something amazing to have. And as the ecosystem continues to grow up, E280 is going to ride along top of that. So, and then there's lots of questions as far as like continued support for new projects like Matrix. We intend on running, just like TitanX has a V1 and a V2 buy and burn. So the V1 buy and burn for Element 280 will be set with the launch with these 14 tokens. But then we will add a V2 buy and burn down the road that can include additional projects down the road. So we can continue to expand this project as the ecosystem continues to expand. So yeah, we're excited to, you know, launch on top of Awesome X that's launching on Friday. We're definitely going to incorporate them. There's a few other tokens that we're hoping launches in the next week, like Pulsar. You know, Volt is definitely on the list now that they've had their successful launch. Flux as well. And again, a big shout out to Flux. They've been depositing TitanX into the Helios treasury, locking that up forever, and allowing us to increase our stake percentage in that pool to help us earn additional ETH, which 100% of that ETH is going back into the ecosystem. So I'm just, the amount of partnerships in this ecosystem, I think, cannot be touched compared to any other crypto. You know, pretty much all of the other crypto space is just fighting and trying to attack others to gain their share in the ecosystem. Whereas I feel like in TitanX, we're one big happy family and everybody's here to help each other. And I think that's the recipe for winning. And Element 280 is, I feel like, the culmination of all of that. Like Element 280 is going to bring all of these projects together. We're going to be burning all of these tokens, adding additional deflationary mechanisms to every one of these projects, which will help them succeed. It'll help boost their token price. It'll help boost the mechanisms that they've got going and increase the ROI so that people participate more in those projects. And by doing that, they're helping support TitanX. You know, like it's this full circle of just support that I feel like is really going to be the recipe for success. It's only a matter of time before the holder counts of TitanX in general, they're really going to start showing up when they see this in full-fledged, motion. I mean, we're hitting that 1-year anniversary coming up soon, and I really think the 369 payout is going to kick it into overdrive on top of all these projects coming out. Like, it's very exciting times ahead. So if I didn't plug it yet, I just did a stream with Crypto Awesome. Please check it out. And if you guys got any additional questions on Element 280 or Helios, I'm here to answer them. But yeah, Element 280 is the TitanX easy button. You can one-click mint an NFT, forever earning rewards in E280 tokens. And with E280 being paired with all of the tokens in the ecosystem, it's going to be absorbing all of that price action from the entire ecosystem. So I'm really excited to see this in motion. We've never seen a liquidity web built on top of the bonded liquidity that we have in the TitanX ecosystem. So I really think this is going to be something very new, fresh, and exciting. So, but yeah, thanks for having me on, and I'll stick around.
Thanks, dude. Thanks a lot. Steve, over to you. The man of the moment.
Hey, how you doing, man? Is it loud and clear?
Good. Yes, it is.
Good. Yeah, so Vault launched yesterday. It was a fantastic launch. It was a lot of fun. Many congratulations. People congratulated. It was awesome and really smooth. They commented on how smooth it was, and it was a really smooth launch. At 2 p.m. just went live the first day of the distribution, which was fantastic. So that was really exciting. Day 2 has started. So the day 2 of the 10-day distribution of Vault started today. So for those who don't know what Vault is, I'll give you the 30-second bird's eye view real quick. It's a hyper-deflationary token built on TitanX with a cap supply. It employs an auction system distributing all tokens in the first 10 days and utilizes the system value to buy and burn tokens, accelerating deflation and supporting liquidity growth. So it's basically a cap supply, quickly deflationary buy and burn on steroids. That's Vault. Day 2 of the distribution over 10 days is on, and it's exciting to watch and interesting. It's brand new mechanics. So far, 0.5% of the entire supply has been burnt, which is interesting to see because I like that stat, and I'm just looking at that and I've been interested to see how that progresses. Big thank you to Mike Dean for that Dune Dashboard and the bot. And the bot is really, really nice. It's a beautiful bot. It's got everything on there. It is really, 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 really good. So massive thank you, man. Future, the Vault wheel is in production. I won't say anything. It's going to have something that's going to blow people's minds on the Vault wheel because I've introduced another mechanic which has never ever been done before, and so I'm pretty excited about it. So Vault wheel for the future, and of course, I'm sure Raymond's going to come on and speak about Lotus, his project, which is using Vault in its tokenomics, which is also really exciting. So last thing to talk about is the streaming the last week. This current week, because I'm doing streaming too. I've got Inside TitanX, and I'm the guy from LP Titans and LP is coming on, and I'm really excited to talk to him about LP. And he's a really smart guy. He's got an amazing Telegram group, which is it's worth joining if you like LP and want to learn more about LP. There's a ton of information. Titans of LP. It's really good. We also did the Unity in DeFi. It's every Saturday night. It's like with me and Justin and Chiz, and we had a load of fun yesterday. And even Mike Dean came on, and it was actually it was really funny because we were chatting, and I heard Mike Dean's voice, and he was saying, Steve, and I was like, how is Mike Dean talking to me, speaking to me? Where's it coming from? And it turned out the Telegram vault was on. He was speaking through that. I realized, invited him on, and he was on for over an hour talking all about security, loads of advice. It was a fantastic stream. So it's actually worth checking out if you're interested in security and Mike Dean's alpha on security. Check out Unity and DeFi that we did yesterday. Next week on the Saturday, me, Justin, and Chiz, we're doing a massive super stream, and we're going to call it TitanX Supernova Stream. We're going to get as many people on during the 8 hours or so, like for 30 minutes each, and just really squeeze them for all the alpha and information and about their projects and life, just all the alpha we can squeeze in really, really dense amount of alpha we're going to try and squeeze in. That's the plan. That's the vision. Let's see if we can pull it off. And lastly, on the streaming, I'm on with Crypto Awesome in a few hours. So that's going to be fun. He's a really fun guy. I'm excited about his project. He's going to tell us next. I'm excited to chat more because we always have some good conversation. So yeah, Vault launched yesterday. It was exciting. It was a lot of fun. Day 2 mint. Go check it out. Vault.win. And yeah, I'll pass it over. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks for the, I like the energy. And yeah, thanks for all you do. I think, looking forward to it, as in the next 10 days. And of course, to the future. Crypto Awesome, it's over to you.
Just
You're
let
next.
me just interject there for 1 second. Shout out to Steve. I don't know what you've been doing, but your presentation skills have gotten so much better. It's incredible. Like, shout out to you, Steve.
Man, you gave me so much advice a few weeks ago, so thank you.
That's great. Well, thanks again, Steve. Crypto Awesome, over to you.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Can you hear me?
Great. Yes, loud and clear.
Right on. Well, I'm just so happy to be involved in this ecosystem, and I'm taking a little walk, touching some grass right now. So, but you guys are amazing. Everybody's amazing in here. This is just, and Mike Dean, I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited about what you're gonna do. I can't wait to read the white paper. I'm just like, this ecosystem is, I've never experienced anything like it. I'm so honored to be a builder now in this ecosystem. And yeah, we are launching. We are officially launching on Friday, 10/4. 10/4, good buddy. October 4th. I know in the UK, everybody says 4/10, but that doesn't sound as good as 10/4. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be doing a launch stream on Friday because we're launching at 1400 UTC. So I'm planning to jump on at basically 1200 UTC, or like noon UTC, if you would call it that, and just stream for at least 4 hours, probably more. Of course, some of you guys know I'm also producing a movie right now, and that's literally a shoot day. But our shoot, I told everybody that I'm going to probably be at least an hour late for the shoot. So I really want to give this a lot of energy, and anyways, just let people know. Plus, I'm going to be announcing on that stream the first protocol that's being built on AwesomeX. Besides E280, I mean, E280 is also building on all the protocols, which is amazing. So guys, there's so much. You guys are so early. Like, we're all so early. If you're here right now, like, we only have like less than 16,000 people in TitanX right now. This is we're at the base of a mountain that is like very, very high mountain. I don't know what that means. There's massive catalysts coming on 369, and we're built on DragonX. So I think it's really going to affect whatever catalyst that happens with DragonX is really going to affect AwesomeX in a very awesome way. And yeah, I mean, I'm just really excited. You guys join the Telegram where if you're not already in it, because a lot of people are asking really great questions, and we're able to answer everybody's questions in there, and just really build the community. And make sure you join the launch stream next Friday, and get your TitanX prepped and ready to go, because you mint on Friday, you claim on Saturday. We're gonna make Fridays great again, guys. But we're gonna be announcing one of the we have 2 projects right now besides E280 that are going to be building on AwesomeX. I will be talking about both of those on the launch stream, so you guys can get prepped and ready and understand why it's going to be good to hodl AwesomeX, because TitanX is going to get so scarce, and so we're gonna we has a great minting ratio. We don't even have our first halving. Like day one TitanX gets 2.8 AwesomeX, and week 25 we have 1.4. So that's our first halving, is 1.4 AwesomeX to 1 TitanX week 25, and then 1-to-1 ratio doesn't even happen until week 37. So there's plenty of time to get into this protocol. You don't have to FOMO in. However, week 1 is the best minting ratio you're ever going to get. I really do wish I would have went heavier into Inferno week 1. But, you know, at least I was able to still, you know, capitalize on the Inferno 8-week process. But we're going to bring that Fridays back. And yeah, just stay tuned for Alpha. We're going to have something to use your AwesomeX for. So people that build big bags up front, you know, feel free to sell, but we got a 70% buy and burn that's going to come right behind you and eat it up. So you can play the compounding game, or you can hodl. Hodling is not going to be a bad decision, because we're going to have stuff to use the AwesomeX for that is going to basically lift up all of TitanX, the whole ecosystem. So I can't wait to share that, guys, with you guys on the stream. But that's all I got. Thank you guys so much. I'm so blessed to be here with all of you, and I hope you have a fantastic day. And also, congrats on Steve for Volt, man. I got my Volt. I have not claimed it yet, but I'm going to get back to my computer and do that. But I'm really, really excited about everything. E280 is just going to be fire. So we are in the right place at the right time, guys. Just know that. This is something very, very special. We're going to look back on this, and our grandchildren are going to be thanking us for being where we are right now. So that's all I got.
Thanks, Crypto Awesome. Definitely looking forward to AwesomeX, and I'm sure a lot of us here could say the same. Okay, so let's move on. Raymond, I see you're here, of course. Do you have anything for us?
Hey, yeah. What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Plan A, Mike, Helios, Crypto Awesome, Steve, Mo, Verse. You know, you guys are all here. Mackenzie, Chiz, and they were left out. Thanks for your consistency, everybody. Huge congrats to Steve with the Volt launch yesterday. Pretty epic. I mean, I was looking this morning, it was like over 300K already in the buy and burn on the first day. Looking forward to Crypto Awesome's protocol and Element 280 and just how this ecosystem, of course, Mike's too is awesome. I mean, Telegram filled up faster than anything but that's to be expected. It's just, I'll be quick. The Lotus white paper is going to be coming out on the 8th of October for everybody, and that's the final day of Volt's mint. It's built on top of Volt, obviously, which is built on top of TitanX, and the input token will be TitanX. It's a unique protocol. I'm not going to say too much about it, because you know there's a lot of other things going on, but it is a mining protocol. It's super hyper deflationary, and it's going to be tied into other assets as well in the ecosystem. We have plans for that. I just want to mention we have a stream, I think, with Crypto Kindness coming up on Tuesday on the Weekly Blaze, so that'll be pretty cool. And Steve and I are going to be hosting a Unity and DeFi stream with, I'm sure Chiz will be on there and a bunch of other folks on this coming Saturday. It's like, I'm going to try to shoot for 8 hours long. So yeah, I just wanted to share that, and hope everybody has a great day. If there's any questions anybody has, just feel free to holler at me. Thanks.
Great. Thanks, Raymond. Thanks for the summary. And of course, we're looking forward to further updates. And I think at this stage, I would say to everyone, if you want to keep an eye on upcoming projects, please do go to TitanX Hub. And we have, I mean, it's really well presented. You have the second half of the page actually has a list. I don't know whether it's comprehensive yet, but we do have 10 upcoming projects listed there. and I think you could definitely get up to speed if of course you feel you've missed anything. Just looking at the list, we have of course Ouroboros, which is going to be the ecosystem's first lending and borrowing and stablecoin protocol. TitanX Farms, X.28. We've of course heard from Dude on E280, that's element 280, which is you know, we now have a date for. I mean, Dude, not to tie you down to a date. Of course, I mean you only launch it if it's really fully done, and security-wise, you know, everything is where it should be. But next month is really going to be a very busy month for us as a community, and we are looking forward to that. So that's great. I think before we open up the floor for questions, and that should be very shortly, I just want to make mention of what we have upcoming for our first year anniversary and our day 369 event. So as everyone knows, we have a small group of volunteers who are working together to put up an or if you like, to mark our first year anniversary, and to do so in a very good way. I think that could also serve as a way of marketing the marketing ecosystem, and that is pretty much the idea. So you have our lead or leads for that for the day 369 of first year anniversary, the Mo and Bad Sports, and they, you know, Bad Sports and the Mo have done quite a lot of work on this. So just wanted to mention that the days that we have booked for that for those two events would be sort of the 26th and 27th of October, the last weekend of October, and of course the 28th is a Monday, and the 28th is the actual first year anniversary of, you know, of the TitanX protocol. So I think I'll just say, please, I mean, I'd like to leave it there. I just wanted to mention it to say to everyone, listen, that we do have work going on in the background. Chiz is doing a fantastic work. As a team, we are trying to, of course, you know, get this all together and put on a good show for the community. So you will hear more about this during next month. Terra X, I see you have your hand up.
Hey, yeah, how's it going, man?
Hey, going well, and you?
Good. Yeah, so I just want to know if I could squeeze in for some airtime to maybe introduce Terra X.
Of course. Go
Thanks,
ahead.
guys. So yeah, I'm Josh, that's my real name, and I'm one of the co-founders of Terra X. Some of the guys from our Telegram might know me as Savage Noodle, that's my long-time gamer name. But yeah, we're a new upcoming project. Super humbled to be building on such a cool ecosystem and be part of TitanX. I myself have been a part of TitanX for some time now in the background. Not physically building, but you know, just being a part of things in the community. But currently, Terra X, if I have to give a bit of background on it, myself, I'm a UI UX game designer within the project, and I've also been in the space professionally for about 5 years. We came up with the idea for Terra X as we felt TitanX is a really bustling ecosystem right now, and we thought we'd add some GameFi. Myself, I grew up gaming and always loved games, and also came to love crypto at the same time. And me and my other partners want to create a really, really cool game. And something that could launch within a few months and attract a bunch of users by a robust in-game economy, where users can make TitanX by just playing. Okay, so what is Terra X? Terra X is a tap-to-earn game where users will mine various ores inside the game, and they will then take these ores that they mine and everything, and then they can go to a full like crafting system. They can craft ingots to tools to weapons, and all these different components in a gamified way will help the players. You know, you can mine better ores and a full player progression system. There'll be a full in-game marketplace where users can sell their ores and weapons and tools to other players for TitanX. So that's pretty cool. We won't be selling ourselves anything other than some loot boxes on the marketplace for now. But the crux of the game, the really, really cool thing we really want to add is this whole gaming loop, is that every week we will be putting aside, or we plan to, 30% of our weekly TitanX sales into like a boss pool battle, where the whole community can come together and fight this boss, and it's all in accordance to your participation in the event, how much damage you deal to the boss, and that is how much TitanX we can win at the end of the day. So even for players who don't purchase anything on the platform, we're able to just come in, have a good time, play the game, and earn TitanX by just participating. And yeah, so that's the game. We've got some super cool roadmap and everything we want to do. We want to add new items, new content, new bosses, new mechanics in the future. Yeah, but right now we're looking at probably about 2 months for the project, 2 to 3 months, with myself and the 3 other devs. And yeah, we're just super excited. And you know, oh, sorry, another really cool thing is that every transaction will be burning TitanX at the same time. So that will help the whole TitanX ecosystem, and hopefully bring in like a lot of gamers who aren't even privy of the TitanX ecosystem. You know? Adding more members is always great. You know? But yeah, if you're not following us, hit us a follow, some socials on our Telegram or our Twitter. Yeah, that's all from me. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask.
Thanks, Josh. Thanks for the update. If you've got your Telegram group link, could you post it in the chat just so that people have it there? Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right.
Good. And
thanks for the airtime, man.
No problem. Just to ask, when are you? I may have missed it, but when are you looking at launching the project? When is sort of the time frame?
So probably within 2 to 3 months. So November, December this year. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there's still some work to. That's good. Good that you're building up your socials and letting the community know what you're doing, and being prepared to share and be subject to some scrutiny. And of course, as time goes on, and we get to learn more about it, we'll definitely have more questions, which is the way it should be done. So
thanks
a lot,
again.
man. Yes, but I think the floor is open now. The floor is open. I see Ali, I see the verse, of course, and everyone. Thank you for joining. I see Penny and everyone who is here today. Please feel free to come up and ask any question that you may have of our builders, or more generally, questions that may be on your mind that you want to share with us here. So it's open. Floor is open. Good. Let's see. Okay. While we wait for hands to go up, I think I just wanted to mention this. I think something we probably should mention every week is that the TitanX crypto experiment is really for all of crypto, and I say that because we all know, you look at the previous cycles, one of the major issues with a lot of crypto projects really has been inflation. that has really been a major issue, and how to control it. And so inflation really has destroyed several crypto projects. So I think coming up with a model of how to control inflation and to be able to retain value within your ecosystem is one that TitanX has managed so far, and has managed really well. So I think that is something that we all could bear in mind, that this experimentation on creating a deflationary crypto asset is one that all of us as a community, all of us here continue to contribute to. And I think we're determined to make this a success. So if there are any one of us here wondering, okay, but what's all of this about, and why is it important? Now, that's the right question, and I think we should bear in mind that the idea here really is to push our base protocol, which is the TitanX protocol, into a deflationary environment, and the web of protocols that are built on top of TitanX have that as one of their main objectives. And so whether it be locking up TitanX tokens, whether it be buying and burning TitanX tokens, or even staking TitanX tokens perpetually, I think all of these approaches achieve one objective, and that is to take TitanX off the market and create a deflationary environment. So I think that is really the short of it. And I hope that, we're all on the same page now. I see that Baby Dragon X is up. James, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hello, everyone. I am traveling all through Southeast Asia. I forgot. I don't even know what day it is, barely what time it is. I was looking at something for Baby Dragon X, noticed it was Sunday, and then thought, why am I not on the Sunday call? So let me get on there right this minute. So thank you, everyone, for continuing to hold, to carry this torch as long as we're going. I love that we're marching toward day 369 every single day. I don't know where you guys were, but let me give a quick 10-second commercial. We have just launched the dev work for Scale. Everything is official in there. We are going to do our best to launch well before day 369, but you know how crypto is. The best laid plans of mice and man, gang aft a glay, I think is how it goes. So Scale is going to be interesting. We are going to jump on everyone's show. We're gonna see what we can get on Mo's show, and Corey has invited us on. So we're going to be all over the place, telling you how Scale works and all that type of thing. So that's my 10 seconds update, and I'm going to listen in for the rest of it. So thanks, everyone.
Thanks, James. Thanks for the update. Short and sweet. That's good. So just going back to the point I was making, again, given the success that TitanX has achieved so far, using the buy and burn and the building TitanX protocols to achieve the deflation, I will definitely say this is a crypto experiment for all of crypto. And so do not be surprised this cycle of crypto that you will see a lot of protocols emerging, adopting this similar approach, or a similar approach as TitanX. But remember that really TitanX is where this was tested and retested and fine-tuned. What you see in this entire ecosystem is just a workshop. It is an experimentation and all kinds of permutations of tokenomics that you can think of. So I think to our builders, thank you for all the work that you're doing and putting the community first, making sure that you build secure and safe protocols for the community. And of course, the community, it's a massive thank you for your support of our builders. And I think on that note, let's talk about very briefly, the TitanX ethos, because that is really our guide here. No ICOs, and that is the fascinating thing, that all of this has been achieved without going to the community and extracting from them, only then to dump on them a bunch of worthless tokens, and then pretty much walking away. Because that is really what we see is you have a band of thieves, quite frankly. Really, yeah, these are strong words, I know, but when you look at it, and I think I am in a position to call this a band of thieves. I do this for a living, and when I say do this for a living, I mean, yeah, I think I have a sufficient legal experience to be able to, to point at this and call it what it is. Fact is this: these band of thieves parade themselves as builders in the name of crypto. They come and obtain by deception, X amount of money worth of crypto. Of course, they make all kinds of promises, and then they pocket the funds that they've received, hardly use any of it to really build a sustainable protocol or environment. And having built a substandard protocol, they typically will go back to their community and ask the community to provide funds for marketing, to provide funds for liquidity. And of course, they create all kinds of smoke screens to do this. They hardly turn up or even make themselves available once the money is in the bank. If that is not thievery, if that is not a scam, you tell me what it is. A lot of times, something might look so deceptive that you don't really see it for what it is. But all you need to do is you peel it back, you look at the layers and unpack it, and you're like, this is what exactly it is. Now, why do we feel strongly about this? Because we know the threat this poses to the entire ecosystem. TitanX is the exact opposite of this. So our builders here have all built out of pocket. There's no ICO, no IDO, no IEO, no sacrifice, no raise of any kind. Our builders build and come to market, so to speak, with a product that we are participating. And so no pre-allocation of tokens either. And we do, of course, promote strongly. When I say promote, encourage very strongly transparency. So the audits have to be in place. Whatever fees go to our builders have to be quite transparent and got to be open about it. And so in that way, the level of self-regulation that you have within this environment, the TitanX environment, is simply unmatched. And the only way, I think, unless someone can come up with a better system or better self-regulation system within within crypto, I mean, I think this is a model that I think any community can adopt to safeguard your users and to build. That's of course if the intentions are right. So it's important to stress this. Sometimes we talk at very high level and assume that we're all on the same page and that new joiners would have to that they will come up to speed very quickly. But no, the fact is people want to know what it means when we say TitanX ethos. And this is fair crypto at its best. We've shown in this ecosystem that it can work. And so how else can I say this? There's not really, there's several ways to say the same thing, granted. And I think we pretty much, said this in different ways. But this is an ecosystem that is being built for the next wave of newcomers to this, to the crypto world, to come in and practice DeFi and crypto safely. So I think that point, I think we need to stress, and even if we at times don't stress it enough, I would hope that the message gets out and that it sticks. So that's good. I saw Mackenzie actually earlier on. I wanted to give her a shout out, but okay. Anyway, the verse, Amit, do you have anything to add or say? Cheers. Please.
I just want to add that the TitanX bull run is here. Ali's got a green circle. That's the key indicator right there.
Ali, Ali, can you come up and say something? I mean, it's the verse. Great. Yeah, the verse. The verse, can you hear me?
Yeah, man, can you hear me?
Oh, great. Yeah, I can hear you now, loud and clear.
Awesome. Sorry, my
Wi-Fi
terrible.
Yeah.
My Wi-Fi is terrible as usual. So, but hey, guys, just want to say it's awesome to see these new projects coming out. It's awesome to see new development, and we're about to get into the bull market. Things are going to get crazy. This fall is going to be awesome. This December is going to be awesome, and all my indicators indicated that altcoin season has begun. So like I said, continue to develop, continue to spread the word, continue to market. Everyone in the TitanX ecosystem can play a role, whether it's doing live streams, posting on Twitter, or actually doing some sort of project development. So I just want to say a special shout out to all you guys. Plan A, thank you so much for these Twitter spaces. Shout out to Mike Dean, always doing something. The man does not sleep. Shout out to the Helios Protocol, bringing everything together. Crypto awesome. Glad to see your project coming out. David Dragon X always doing good stuff. Shout out to Shiz. Terra X, excited to see your game get rolled out. And see DeFi, congratulations on the Vault launch. Till next time, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks to Verse, as always. Thanks for the encouraging words. Good. Anyone else? Let's see. The Mo, do you have anything for us? We'll wait. Bad Sports, I see you're in the house. Let's see. Okay. So, Mike, I hope you're feeling better. Great. Ali.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. That's great to hear.
But I mean, I wouldn't mind to wrap it up also today. Just I'm not sure if there's any other questions, but yeah.
Not a problem. We've hit the hour mark. I mean, I think let's see. I think we wouldn't go beyond the hour and a half mark. Definitely, we'll try wrapping up. A little earlier today. Okay, Ali.
Oh, hello. How's everybody doing? Yeah. So the whole we've been spitting out this no rest until 2026. I had to take a rest. Oh man, what a crazy week. Yeah, congratulations to Steve DeFi for popping out Volt this week. Great to see another brilliant, successful launch. Ecosystem's buzzing still. Somebody saying there, yes, I've got my green circle. The TitanX bull run is definitely on. Accelerate's building hard. I actually wanted to make an announcement this week of a new protocol, but we're going to put it back a week and come back on next week with an announcement of another wonderful project for the TitanX ecosystem. It's just been crazy busy this week with obviously Awesome X coming out this Friday. we're working our asses off, getting ready for that. We've got a load of, just keep your eye on my Twitter feed this week, because it's going to be pretty much streams every single day regarding Awesome X, regarding some of the new things that Accelerate are working on. So yeah, it's all good. And anybody paying attention, Inferno's on its dip. Like, I think we've seen this happen in the ecosystem before. Where coins take a bit of a dip, cool off for a little while, and then it's off to the races again. I haven't been keeping much of an eye on the chart, but I do see that to me it looks like a pretty decent buying opportunity. I think I'll be loading up a little bit more. Not financial advice, obviously, but with the successful launch of Flux and a couple more protocols coming, do not take your eye off the ball on Inferno. Inferno is the king of meme-fi, so do not forget that one. Yeah, that's all I've got to say.
Great. I think the term meme-fi was coined within this ecosystem, and so thanks, Ali, for mentioning that again.
Yeah, I just that term. I think it was Rudy Kazuti. I heard somebody say it was Rudy Kazuti that came up with that one first. But I don't know. I really loved it, and I know I've decided that we're going to run with that. There is essentially a DeFi ecosystem getting built around a meme coin, and it's not even just simple protocols. These things they're new ideas. They're systems that have never been done before, but they're launching and they're working. They're bringing in people to returns. They're pulling in new members from outside the community. They're really doing what they're setting out to do. It's amazing to see.
That's true, and I think we've said it before in previous spaces that in the TitanX ecosystem, memes have a utility, and I think every meme that you have within TitanX ecosystem has a utility. It's contributing to its the growth and the deflationary objectives that we have. So definitely.
Yeah, just another thing is with the game. Sorry, the game is changing. The ecosystem is evolving fast at the minute. There's just with the new projects coming out, you've got to really give careful consideration to where you're going with your funds now. But yeah, it's exciting anyway.
Ali, I think you've gone you're muted. Okay. Well, I think we definitely got the gist of it. Ali, you're back? Are you?
I think so. Okay. I'd finished anyway.
Have you finished? Or
yeah, all good. Okay. Yeah.
Great. Raymond, do you have anything else to add?
Hey, yeah. I just forgot to mention earlier. I dropped the Lotus Telegram in the comments in here below. If people want to just keep up to date with it while we're getting ready to release the white paper, well, I am at least on the 8th. And also you can follow Lotus on the Twitter handle as well. I put that in the comments. And so, yeah, I just wanted to put that in there. And an update, 99% of the smart contracts are completed. And we're actually moving to testnet this week. And then after that will be audits. And yeah, so it's going to be exciting. I'm really looking forward to sharing more. But yes, I'm about to go claim my vault. That's all I got to say. And hope you guys have a great day. I'll just be listening. Thanks for the platform, Plan A and Mike.
Thanks again, Rainman. Thank you. Chiz, over to you.
Yeah, thanks. Real quick, just so that we can put Mike Dean out of his misery.
Correct.
Right? Yeah.
Took the words out of my mouth, really, to be honest.
Yeah,
but yes,
let's let it go, which is what I wanted to say. But I don't want to take for granted, right? Sometimes when there's an abundance of, in this case, I don't know, like prosperity, intelligence, good building going on. Sometimes we take little things for granted, or at least I do. So staying very present. Thank you, Plan A, for that little legal, support. And I'll add it, right? I have enough relevant experience to know that what we've built here, centered around Jake's, TitanX, and the ethos is really different. and has legs, and really deserves to be supported. So that's the first thing. And then not Steve DeFi man. Vault is innovative. It's different. I don't like auctions in general just because they make me nervous. It feels like gambling to me. But this one I like because it's concentrated time. So it's great. And I got in, my strategy changed, totally from what I shared yesterday to, with 3 minutes left in day one, which was fun. So yeah, I'm really appreciative. Awesome X, I think that protocol built, how it's being built on Dragon X in collaboration with the accelerator team is really amazing. How quickly and how awesome it looks. Let's see what else. There's one. Oh, Helios. Whew. Like Element 280. I really like the liquidity web of Element 280. It's so killer, and the hybrid NFTs attached to that, like, to me, look and feel amazing, or at least in my imagination. So I'm really psyched for that, and also I'm interested to see how Element 280 liquidity web and Bolt's wheel interact, because there's interconnection. And what that says to me is that Jake's original vision, the first thing that I heard from Jake way back when, way before launch, was that he really wanted to build deep liquidity pools, first on Ethereum, and a whole web of liquidity. So what's happening is it's happening organically. He sort of put the vision out, and then the builders are building on the vision. So I think it's amazing, and I think now's the time to bear down and stay humble, and stay out of euphoric states, honestly, because euphoria in the bull market is an indicator. Okay, it's not meaning that everything's great. It's an indicator of that typically we're near the top. It could be local tops, but I'm just saying that euphoria is not the feeling that we want to be building with, and really building generational wealth with, which is, even with a little bit of money, you can do that or we can do it or I can do it for me and my family, right? Whatever that means. So anyway, great work all. That's it. Have a great week.
Thanks, Chiz. And I think on that note, we can now wrap up. I will say thanks, everyone, again for attending. We wish Mike, a quick recovery. And I think we're going to forgo all the wrapping up by our builders for today. But I'll say have a great week ahead, and we'll do it again next Sunday. Take care, everyone. And bye for now.
Have an awesome week ahead, everybody. Cheers.
Love you guys. Peace.